So where and what are the Strines? A beautiful area, about 10 miles to the west of Sheffield. The name Strines dates from the 13th century, referring to a stream that rose on the moors and flowed down the valley. The Oxford English Dictionary defines the word strines as a stream. Being only 25 miles from my home, my dad would drive us out here and have a meal at the Strines Inn. Together with Edward and my sister Sharon and family, we're doing the same thing today.
First trip to the Strines, weather not great, about 10-12 degrees, but having fun. Going to have lunch in the Strines Inn.
One might say the weather is typical for the moors.
That's a good shot.
The Strines Inn, established in 1275, was built when Edward I was king, and who at that time was away in the Holy Land fighting the Arab assassins who had invaded. The word assassin, by the way, comes from the Arabic hashishi, meaning users of hashish. They killed everybody that didn't agree with them. Nice people. The Strines Inn is ancient. It was built more than 200 years before Columbus sailed. And if you love historic imagining, consider this. Being built more than 100 years before Chaucer published his Canterbury Tales, we would probably have not understood a word of the English spoken in here when it was built. We then drove to Ladybower Reservoir, renowned in these parts, as it was created in the 1940s by flooding the Derwent Valley and the villages of Derwent and Ashupton.
Wow, Ladybower, and raining a little bit. Just going to look at the dog's grave, Tip. Well, we used to bring my mother out to see.
I remember my dad showing us the memorial stone of Tip, a sheepdog whose master died here in the winter of 1953 and who stayed here by his side for 15 weeks throughout the winter. The faithful dog. The reservoir has another story to tell. The famous Dam Busters Air Force Squadron 617, who destroyed the German dams in the Ruhr Valley during World War II with Barnes-Wallis's bouncing bombs, practiced here for the mission. Then another memory, Castleton. As a teenager, we would hike over the moors every Easter, ending up, after a few hours, in Castleton. There's been a village here since 1086, when the Normans built Peveril Castle on the hill above. In times past, lead mining was the main industry, but it's also famous for the precious Blue John stone found nowhere else in the world, and the fascinating caves here. The less known troglodytes in the UK lived here. Had many a cuppa and scone in this cafe. The weather really bringing back memories. This is the town ditch that surrounded and protected the medieval village. That's Peveril Castle up there. They have great shops here. Jewellery made from Blue John stone, a speciality. Some of us climb the hill. Samuel checked out the ducks. Mallards. There are actually rainbow trout in this stream, a favourite food of the troglodytes in times past. It is indeed one of the most beautiful villages in England. Finally, why does the smoke appear to be blue? Well, it's a misty day, and the water vapour in the air makes it appear thus. What a memorable day it's been down here in memory lane.